There are people who already separated completely themselves with their land and their buildings from the government, creating autonomies. And they were using obviously Polish legislation, but I think as we are still in Europe, why can't we just find out how it's done somewhere else and then compare what we can do here about it? Because these things are existing already, and I can translate the interview with the guy if that's necessary for next month, and I don't know if that would be useful, but the thing is, as long as you not officially separate yourself totally, still might come some bills to the previous owner, and still in 10-20 years they can come up and say it's not yours, or well, that's my idea. If to do it, once and for good, to make sure that really it's complete separation from the government. Thank you.
I think, seriously, nothing is sure at the moment, really. They can change, the government can change their laws immediately, and I believe how it goes, to long term, is more like that the companies are going to rule the world and not the governments, so everything is going to change. I don't know, we just can live here and now, and I think also every country is different.
It's good that we can actually start this process, because whether they do it now, whether they do it in 10 years or 20 years time, they might not do it. It's just a hearsay that they might do it. So it's good to actually take action now, I believe.
Yeah, it's very, very important that we take action, and this is what Leo is offering, the fact that we can get this paperwork together and start actioning this stuff. It's so important. And it's for us, this is the main thing, and what was great, what Leo said, is private law. And that's what we need to start getting. We are not the corporations. We are not the corporations, we are private individuals, and that's what we need to really start standing up. And the more of us that start doing this, the more we'll be able to get action.
Well, what that guy said just now, which is very important, as Michael said, we need to start taking action now, because a lot of us are thinking that things are not really changing. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I spoke with an English guy here who was a very large farmer in the UK, and he said to me, my business is swimming pools. He said to me, just buy as much chlorine as you can, because it's been very expensive and there's going to be a big shortage of it. He said to me that the cost of fertiliser has gone up by 10 times, if you can get it. But what's happened is there are two companies who manufacture fertiliser in the UK. They have sold, they've been bought out by a large American company, and we can probably guess who that is. They've sold all of their stocks of fertiliser, so now there is no fertiliser available. And they've sold all their, they buy gas in bulk, like 5 years of gas supply. They've sold that as well, and just walked away. So now there's no more fertiliser available in the UK, so that's just the UK. Can you imagine what's going to happen now with the food supplies? No food growing. We need to get moving, guys.
Absolutely. A quick point I wanted to bring up, really on behalf of Eddie, Raz. What if we haven't paid the tax yet on the property purchase? I'm too nervous to take. No, there's another one there. Take this. What if we haven't already paid the tax on the property?
Without notifying that...
It's gone through a notary, but it's not had the tax paid.
You have to follow due process in commerce.
You have to follow it through. Okay.
You have to you have to follow the honorable way to proceed in commerce.
Okay.
Which is, you have to legitimize your every step. If you want to make a step, before you make a step, you notify. That's the honorable thing to do in commerce. You're operating in commerce and you notify the other party, I'm going to make a step. Is there anybody here that is against me taking a step? Silence means conditional acceptance, means acquiescence or tacit consent. So I'll take my step. Nobody said anything, I'll take my step. That's honorable. I let you know, I gave you a notice, and that is what the honorable thing to do. It's the same thing with the government. You have to notify the Hacienda and tax that you're going to, you accept, you have to deliver this. And not only that, you have to, after that, you have to emulate, copy the same procedure that the government does with us. That's what they do is they have the BOE, Boletín Oficial del Estado. So how do you do that? After you give them notice, the 3 notices to Hacienda to cover the law of status, law of property, and law of obligation, you have to make those notices available to the public. So for example, after I delivered the notices to the government, I created a website with open access to anyone. I just put my notices there, so it's public, or you can print it in a newspaper as well. Like if you do the copyright I did the copyright of my name. There are different ways to have the copyrights of my thumbprint and my autograph. So no one can use it but me. You can legitimize that to either you pay a newspaper and tell the rest of the community